All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Shalom, Wakasah, Lahabakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners wherever you may be. I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland, come back at you with another video. Lord willing to be edifying to whomever may be watching. And I wanted to speak on this lesson. Talking about oppression. I pulled it up on the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and I'm just going to go through the definitions, and I'm going to bring out some precepts. It says oppression, unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power. Again, it says unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power. And the system that we live in, whether you live in America or any other country or place around the world, even if it's not in America, the vibration and the ways of how men should live is under a wicked vibration. It's under a wicked rulership, because America pretty much spearheads the control and influence of how things are going to be ran upon earth. And America is at the core of what America stands for, and its principles is wicked. And it's completely contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and righteousness. And so this is what we're experiencing. We're experiencing unjust and cruel exercise of authority or power, whether it be from the police, whether it be from the courtrooms or the judicial system, the legislation that gets passed, any other thing you can think about. It's unjust. All right. It says definition B, something that oppresses, especially in being an unjust or excessive exercise of power. It says a sense of being weighed down in body or mind. Depression. So oppression and depression is almost interchangeable or synonymous with each other, because if you're being oppressed, more than likely it's going to lead to depression. All right. So let me see if I got another definition, because there's another one as well. So you just look up simple Google definition: oppression, prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. The state of being subject to unjust treatment or control, mental pressure or distress. So we're subject to unjust treatment. This current kingdom is oppressive, and what we do on a week in, week out basis, we throw up these videos and we pray to the Lord, and we hit the highways and byways so the Lord can hear our complaints and like I said, our complaints. We want the Lord to deliver us out of this, man. All right, because it's, like I said, it's just all around oppressive, wicked system. So let me get Psalms 119 verse 134. It says, "Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts." And this is what's at the core of our people, especially the elect of our people, because the elect of our people are the ones that have been handpicked by Yahweh Shem Yahushua from the foundations of the world to desire and want to follow his ways, even at the expense of giving certain things up in their life. Whereas the majority of our people, 2/3, there was at the core of them as well is to do righteousness, but their spirit is given over into this this current kingdom. All right, they don't have a mind to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So even if even if you see an individual or people that's not of the elect, and they somehow wake up to the truth, they might understand they're Israelites, and they might do certain things, but their desire is not to keep the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Their desire is really to be of this world and this current kingdom and to indulge in the flesh. Whereas, like I said, the elect is totally opposite. Their spirit is geared towards actually literally want to do everything in their power to follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. But because we are subject to the flesh, the elect members, which Lord willing we of that number, and 2/3, we're still subject to the same things. It's just the only difference is the mindsets. So the mindset of the elect is to wholeheartedly serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua in truth, sincerity, and honesty, and really want His ways to flourish and His will to be done. Whereas the elect, whereas the 2/3 is just more so like they want to indulge into the flesh, even if they acknowledge that they're Israelites, is not geared towards actually wanting to serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua in all honesty and truth. They just pretty much want to do whatever feels good. So anyway, so just speaking about the oppression that we are currently under. Um, this system is designed that way. All right, it's designed that way to be oppressive, be offensive, be depressing. So there's nothing really we can do. All we can do is just find comfort in the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, and just pray that this place ends soon. This wicked place gets destroyed soon, and that we get the hell out of this captivity. So this is Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of the oppressors, there was power, but they had no comforter. So you see the power that our oppressors have, man. They have it in the form of technology, in the form of influence, in the form of the media outlets, in the form of your favorite actors and actresses and athletes and so forth and so on. And then in this digital age we live in, technology is pretty much everywhere, so it's ubiquitous. So it's all in the movies, your favorite movies, favorite TV shows, your books that you like, so forth and so on, man. So the power is given over unto the oppressors, chiefly Esau, Edom, to do what? Oppress. And that's why we cry to the Lord, so we can be delivered from this oppression. All right. And majority of our people, they don't have no comforter. But like I said, the elect, which Lord willing we have that number, our comforter, and our comfort is of Yahweh Shem Shai, and in the volume of the book. When we read these prophecies, man, we get excited, and we get that understanding, and we get comfort in knowing that, all right, even though we're down bad right now, we're losing, brothers is on edge, pretty much don't have nothing. The comfort that we do have is knowing that ultimately the Lord's will is going to be done, and that this place will and utterly be destroyed. And that's via the scriptures, not because of how I personally feel or what I think. Is like, no, it's written in the scriptures, man. All right, let me see. Let me go to here real quick, man. Ecclesiastes 5:8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. Right. So when you see the oppression of the poor and the violent perverting judgment and justice, we're not supposed to be in awe about it. We're not supposed to be like, I can't believe this is happening, or why is it happening? No, understand why this is happening, because it's prophecy. And the Lord said these things are going to happen. So we're not caught off guard when we see injustices happening and things that are just downright wrong. We're in an oppressive system. Look at where we're at, man. We're in America. It was founded upon wicked principles. It was founded upon ill-gotten gain. So even to this very day, of course, you're gonna see wrongdoings. All right, is this system that we live in righteous or wicked? It's wicked, right? So like I said, you don't expect righteousness to don't expect to see righteousness when you walk down the street, or when you go to the corner store, or when you go to the grocery store, or when you go wherever. This system is oppressive and wicked. So guess what? You're gonna see oppression and wickedness only until when the Lord comes back. Then and destroys his place, and the kingdom gets established, then that's when you'll see righteousness, flourishing. Get this last few precepts, man. This is Isaiah 54:4. It says, "Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore." All right, jump down. Isaiah 54:7. This is what I really wanted. It says, "For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee." And this is what the Lord is doing right now. All right. It says, "In a little wrath have I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer." All right, and this is what the Lord is doing, man. He's showing forth his mercy by first and foremost giving us this truth, and us having access to him via the names. All right, in certain ways to make them prayers unto him and Lashawan Kodash and understanding the Hebrew and things of that nature. All right, so the Lord is having mercy on us. All right, and ultimately we're hoping to receive the sure mercies of David, which you understand the sure mercies of David is understanding that we done certain things to be destroyed, but through those sure mercies of David, we hoping to get that mercy that David received for the things he have done. All right. Um, uh, Verse 13. It says, "And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord." It says, "In great shall be the peace of thy children, and righteousness shall thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear." It says, "And from terror, for it shall not come near thee," man. So this is something that we were yearning for, we're longing for, and we can't wait to take place physically here on earth. That will be far from oppression and from fear. Because remember what the scripture said in Deuteronomy 28, man, it said that life shall hang in doubt. Right now, everything that you do, when you wake up, is you pretty much don't know where your next meal is gonna come from, or you don't know if you're gonna have enough money to pay for X, Y, Z, or you don't know, if you're gonna get pulled over by the cops and get shot, or whatever, man. So we in an oppressive system, and we want the Lord to come back to deliver us, so we can finally live in peace, man. All right, and without fear, man. So with that, I'll say shalom, man.